So let's talk about some changes that are coming to the Azure Administrator certification that affect you. Now, first of all, Microsoft is changing this exam from AZ-103 code to a new code called AZ-104. This exam entered beta at the beginning of April. And as of right now, as I'm recording this, you can choose to take the AZ-103 or the AZ-104 exam. It is your choice. Now, don't worry, if you've already gone and studied for AZ-103 and that's your plan, AZ-103 is available until the end of August. So you still have quite some time to finish your studies, prepare, take some practice tests, and go and take this exam. So there are still several months between now and when this exam is actually retired. Now, the other thing to note is once you've passed AZ-103, then you don't have to worry about AZ-104 because the exams get you the same certification. And once you've got that certification, the certification is valid for 2 years. So if you passed AZ-103 getting the Azure Administrator Associate exam, then you are good for another 2 years until you have to worry about upgrading. Now, let's talk about what's changed. Now, I looked at the AZ-103 and the AZ-104 exams side by side, and the changes are quite reasonable. We're going to talk about AZ copy. We're going to talk about running scripts on VMs called VM script extensions. We're adding new content for containers, app services, app service plans, and some new features within Azure in general, like Azure Bastion. What's been removed, things about AD Connect, so connecting your Active Directory, Azure Active Directory to your on-premises Active Directory, the advanced AD stuff like Privileged Identity Management, some other app stuff like Functions, Logic Apps, Event Grid, not on the exam, Traffic Manager, and even network monitoring. So some of these things are no longer on the AZ-104 exam. Now, I get a lot of questions from students, and the two main ones are as follows. What's going to happen to this course? Well, don't worry. First of all, you bought the AZ-103 course, and you're going to get the AZ-104 upgrades for free. So I've already started adding videos. Even now, as I'm recording this, there's brand new videos into this course covering some of those new features of AZ-104 exam. So you're getting it. It's coming. Maybe even by the time you watch this, the course will already be updated for AZ-104. Now, the big question, of course, is should I take the AZ-104 in beta or should I take the AZ-103 until August 31st? That's a tough question. I've been recommending people to take the AZ-103. The benefits of taking AZ-103 are that you get your results immediately. You're going to take the test, and as soon as you get up from that chair, you're going to know whether you passed or failed. As we sit right now, AZ-104 is in beta. That means Microsoft doesn't even score the exam for several weeks. So this beta runs until the end of May, and then perhaps June and July, they take to figure out which questions they're going to keep and which questions they're going to throw away. And so it's not until July that you get the score back. For me, I would rather go take the test, know that I passed or failed. You also get those advantages of being able to retake the test. So let's say you do fail, then you can go back a week or two later and take it again, and you still have a lot of the content fresh in your head, and you don't end up waiting several months to find out that you failed. So to me, my recommendation is to take the AZ-103. The other benefit, of course, is you've got all of this, the video content, the practice tests. I don't know if you're using other things to study besides this course, but a lot of the stuff out there on the internet is optimized for AZ-103. And so you're going to find less content around some of those new topics that's been added. And so maybe your preparation for AZ-104 becomes a little bit more difficult because of the lack of study materials. Anyways, it's up to you. You can take AZ-103. If you like taking beta exams, save a little bit of money, you can take AZ-104. Totally up to you. And this course, of course, is being updated for the AZ-104 content, and probably by the time you see this, it has been. So it's up to you. Anyways, this is the difference between AZ-103 and AZ-104.